back to Oracles by MJ. I am she. Now, I have become very concerned, and I've always been concerned, but I came to the conclusion that, you know what, it just may be better to help the youth, okay? So, this is why I'm in school with a focus on child and adolescent development, okay? It's a little harder, to get through to adults. And as anything I talk about, if it pertains to development and ways of making yourself better, adult, take it by all means. But I'm really here for my children, as they are easier to be molded and taught. With that being said, I've always known the prominence of prostitution. Prostitution is very much so prevalent and maybe legal, if I'm not mistaken, in some areas. We know in California, I said it as if it has an ER. We know in California, we know in Las Vegas, amongst other cities. I remember back in my youthful days, probably when I was about 14 years old, maybe younger. And I remember traveling through Brooklyn with my mother. She is from Marcy. And I remember just going through an area that just wasn't so bright. It just was dull, and it just was a difference from the house that I was born in. Well, not born in, but from Jamaica, Queens, born in a house, and just seeing this big difference when I was in Brooklyn. That's my young lady back there snackling. All right, Mama, there's no more. Wipe your hands. Or even seeing documentaries on TV or online, and just seeing what it's like, or interviews with them wanting to leave that lifestyle, or just them in the daily life of the lifestyle. Now, it's a little different to watch these movies or these documentaries, videos, whatever have you, and these women are in the same age range as our parents, as our mothers rather. And you can look at your mother, or some of you can look at your mother and say, okay, you wasn't out there thotting it up. You wasn't out there, as O'Shea say, weaving and sandaling it. Weaving and sandaling it up. Okay, you did a little, you did decent. Okay, so it's okay. I'm watching about it. I'm learning about it. Okay. But then to watch these videos, and they are women that are probably in your same age range, that are in their 30s, in their late 20s, and possibly in their early 20s, and then for it to be so close to home, Brooklyn, Queens, where I'm from, is just whoa, okay. It always hits differently when it's around the corner or next door, always. So like I said, we always known about its prevalence in places like California, Las Vegas and such. But then when it hits home, and it's near schools, and they're making videos about it, which indicates its prominence, where you can just drive to Brooklyn, sit outside, and be sure to catch a few. When did this start? What happened to y'all caring about yourselves? Now, you could get you an older man and just stick to that one man and just, be with that one man. But to be outside soliciting, to be out there doing all that, to be outside soliciting, youth, come on. I don't know what happened to dignity. I don't know. But I was speaking to my mother because I had to ask her where we were when I was in that area, where she did say Bedford. She said Bed-Stuy. She did say Bed-Stuy. As I was speaking to my mother, I definitely said, I'm sure out of 100, no, I think I said out of 10. I said out of 10, I'm sure 2 maybe do not have a child. I'm almost sure most of these women have children. And then that is also assuring me that they don't have the man or the child's father in their lives. Because if they did, they wouldn't have him out there. And if they did have him out there, what is he, your pimp? So either way, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. What happened to goals? What actually happened to working for the bag? This quick cash, never was a fan of it. I truly have sympathy for these girls. I truly do. I just don't have anything to offer, you know? I sit here and I talk about men. I sit here and I talk about, why aren't you as focused, or, why isn't your priority making sure your family is set and not hungry, or, needing to pay for a medical bill for something that probably needs to be done? Just why aren't y'all in it, gritty? But then as I saw this video on YouTube of my young women, it's like, who's speaking to my women? Who's speaking to my women? I have yet to find a woman on YouTube that I can really gravitate to and watch them and consider myself a subscriber, or actually subscribe. I'm more so on the other side with the O'Shea's, the Antons, and the mediocre tutorials and things of that nature. That boy Will, AOQ, what they call the manosphere. So I haven't found a young lady, and maybe I need to be her, because I don't understand why y'all out here in these streets like this. I don't get it. No, I do get it. I understand where it may have possibly derived from. There are many factors. Yes, there are. Yes, Lord. And there's always a way for, I don't know the word right there, but you need to do better. You need to do better. There's no way. Like I said, go get you. What? I don't even know what to say. Go get you. If you got a child, why are you even out here worrying about those things? You get me? You got a child, you should be worrying about the bag. You got a child, I didn't let my child enroll into a school because it stated 97.2 children are from disadvantaged families. Now, why would I do that? Now, why would you even want to set your children up for those type of environments when you can be all the person you can be the person, actually, the main person, since you're the only person that the child has, apparently, a parent. You should be doing your best. You should be making sure that you don't have to have Medicaid and be on Section 8 and have food stamps and be in them offices, Those people that be outside, them women that be outside, as we call women, as they be outside prostituting, they'll be the same ones at the courts. I mean, not at the courts, at the office on time to get them food stamps. What happened to getting your life together? That ain't getting your life together. That's keeping your ass stuck. But everybody has their own bottom to hit before they reintroduce or meet the Lord. I tell you.
During school hours, they're out. All the prostitution is taking up every single block. They will be out with their pimps, and they don't care.
Jaylene Lugo is 14 years old and taking the number 7 train home from high school for the first time. With a Kirby doll on her book bag. Her walk on Roosevelt Avenue is a jolt out of childhood innocence.
I've seen teenage boys go up to the prostitutes.
In one busy spot on 90th Street, men are led downstairs to a brothel on a regular basis.
This is turning into a red light district in Bangkok. You walk up and down from the 70s all the way down to the hundreds. And all you're going to see are different massage parlors with women outside soliciting men. There's no moral compass anymore.
Pix 11 even found women sitting on mattresses outside a furniture store near 93rd Street. One of many scenes unsettling Jaylene's mother.
I grew up in this neighborhood. I've been here for 31 years. I was born and raised here, and what I'm seeing here today is not what I grew up seeing.
We have been reporting on sex workers and trafficking on Roosevelt Avenue for nearly 20 years. The numbers we're seeing now seem unprecedented.
This is happening during school hours, and it's even worse at night.
On a recent Friday, Pix 11 News saw activity in the 80s on Roosevelt Avenue, with one man apparently steering customers to a spot that was close to a barber shop.
We are seeing more Latina women doing prostitution. I think those women have no other options.
Some are Venezuelan, Colombian, and they are having their own massage parlors alongside with the Asians.
By day, Pix 11 News noticed a row of women near a physical therapy office on 92nd Street. The manager inside telling us it's hurting his business.
Because patients, they don't want to come in to do therapy because they are being harassed.
We spotted a surveillance camera over the tiny hallway where the alleged brothel is located, which had wallpaper on its door Eddie said police shut it down several weeks ago.
I was happy, and then after 2 weeks, they came again.
The manager of a cell phone store on the other side is also aggravated.
Porque nos afecta el negocio. Los clientes no quieren entrar, aparte de...
In late September, Macia Lugo organized a march along Roosevelt Avenue, carrying posters in the rain. But she said she's having a hard time getting the attention of politicians. At one point, she attended a town hall run by the Queensborough president, Donovan Richards.
When he ended the meeting, I said, what about all the questions regarding prostitution? Because we all submitted questions regarding the prostitution, and they skipped all those questions. He did not like that I spoke out. He said, do not call out. But when the cameras turned off, he spoke to me on the side, and he told me this has been a problem for many years. And I was like, not to this extent.
Mayor Adams, come back here and start taking care of business. We need New York and we need Queens to start to look the way it's supposed to. And it's not like this.
Mayor Adams has told us he'd be willing to make a visit with us to Roosevelt Avenue. He has already checked out the situation at least once at 1:30 in the morning. But we explained to the mayor what school kids are exposed to during the day. We've also made contact with the borough president's office, and we'll have more tomorrow night at 10. I'm Mary Murphy, Pix 11 News.